Kicks it out of the backfield. Has some daylight. Hurdles to the end zone. In for the score, and he took a lick from Miles Jack, but he hung on.
Welcome to New Stripe City, YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie. If you're new to the show, please check us out. We do a lot of Bengals analysis here, whether you're here for fantasy purposes, whether you're here for just entertainment. We do player interviews, we do breakdowns, we do film, all kinds of stuff here. So if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. And if you need to know where to subscribe, there is a button underneath this video and a link in the description. But hello to the new diehards or the returning diehards. How you guys doing? It's been a rough day, obviously, with the Carlos Dunlap trade happening yesterday. I will be giving my thoughts on that later. Also have something special planned for you guys where I'm doing a collab with the biggest Seahawks YouTuber out there. That's right. So stay tuned for that. We have something coming for that this evening. Also going to be doing a crossover on his channel as well to talk about Carlos Dunlap and this trade and everything. But what I'm here today to talk about is something interesting that came across my Instagram from actually one of you guys. One of the fans actually sent me this, and it's Pacman Jones. So we're going to go ahead and get into it and just get his thoughts on everything going on right now.
I was just sitting here looking what the Bengals doing. Y'all need to start cutting all the players. Y'all need to fix the coaching staff. Like, this shit is crazy. Special teams suck. Whoever the defensive coordinators need to be fired. The best three technique playing those guys. I ain't never seen Geno line up over the center ever in my entire career. Geno over the center every play now. And then the DBs, y'all playing catch and tackle. They must be teaching y'all that too. But then y'all cutting Carlos. Shh. I understand what y'all doing, but I don't. Y'all giving up the season, I guess. Bengals won't win but one more game.
All right. That was kind of a yikes moment there. Pacman obviously voicing some frustration there. What do I think about this? This is some of the things that I try to tell guys. I think that some of these guys may be in over their head. And when I say some of those guys, I'm not talking about Zach Taylor right now. He's talking about the defensive coach and this defensive staff that just seem to not really grasp what they're doing. And these were frustrations that Carlos had and other players that I've talked to, they say the same. So this is something that has been a constant here. It's very concerning. Man, it's not much to say about that. I think his concerns are definitely valid. And I think what he's saying is true. I mean, when you look at the cover one, which was a film breakdown that me and the coach did, shout out to the coach, be sure to follow his YouTube channel, Delta Kilo 101. We talked about it. We went through that Browns game, as painful as it was, and looked at what the defense was doing, the cover one, and also a lot of this other questionable things that they're doing from just a scheme standpoint, from a matchup standpoint. Doesn't make sense. He talked about Geno Atkins not being used correctly. And so I think that these were certain things that happened when it came to that. And another thing that I've always talked about is the lack of experience. And I never got that from anyone. I literally just did my research on the coaches. And when I say a lack of experience, I'm talking about in the positions that they're in now. So when I talk about Lou not being really a defensive coordinator for that much time before that, and being put into this position where he can be one, and you have players that have been coached by Marvin Lewis, Mike Zimmer, all of these guys, and then you're spurning them away when they try to come out and offer advice. This is what I'm talking about. And I kind of talked about that and said that, why are some of these guys going to be expected to respect a staff without a resume? You have to have guys that have notable careers where they have a ton of or a wealth of experience when you have guys like Hugh Jackson up in there and everything like that. So I'm not surprised at what Pacman's saying, because if you just did a Google search or a Wikipedia search on some of these coaches, you'd see that they don't have much experience, and it shows in the games. So we'll see what happens from there. Definitely a shout out to my man Carlton Thomas in the Schubert chat for the $1.99 donation there. We appreciate that. That definitely helps grow this channel. But man, I think this dude is right. John Sheeran definitely gave some insight from Carlos's dad on his interactions with Anarumu. So if you haven't watched that, definitely be sure to go over to the Orange and Black Insider YouTube channel and check that out. And, there were things that I was told that I told you guys that add up there. Like, all you have to do is fill in the gaps. A lot of people thought I wasn't talking to his dad. I was getting this stuff from other circles and stuff like that. And it hasn't just been that it's a one-sided Carlos thing. Like, these were things that were backed up by other people around the organization that, really weren't there. There are former players that are hurt by the situation, seeing that it ended like this for Carlos. And like John said on there, he did not want to leave Cincinnati. It just was a situation where they essentially pushed him to a point where they just weren't playing him. Like, they tried and had disagreements essentially last season, and Carlos had one of the best seasons of his career, even though he had essentially the same role that he has this year. And what happened was they just really didn't want him. And what I told you guys in all of my other videos, I'm not going to repeat it again, but just go back to my videos and watch what I was saying. Like I said, I'm not here to lie to you guys. He also said that it wasn't an open door policy. Carlos is not the only player that said that on defense. Now, I don't know what's going on with the offensive side, but I've heard other defensive players for a fact say that no, it is exactly what Carlos's dad described in terms of players who were 10-year veterans that have, played in the NFL that just try to offer some insight, and it's just completely pushed away by guys that don't have anywhere near the experience in those positions. So from an offensive perspective, maybe it is an open door, but it's definitely not on defense. And I think when that question was being addressed, they were talking about defense. So I'm not the one telling you guys lies and what you want to hear and dumbing stuff down. But when it comes to the Carlos Dunlap thing, know that this wasn't a guy that was washed up. They essentially did not want him to play, and they were not on the same page with the front office because the front office wanted to keep him. The front office did not want to trade Carlos Dunlap. They didn't want to do any of that. So the fact that we kind of have an Adam Gase kind of situation going on right now with a staff that's unproven is somewhat concerning. It's concerning to me. It's obviously concerning to certain players. And obviously they feel like a lot of these guys aren't being put in the best position to be successful. When you talk about guys like Geno and stuff like that. So we'll see. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a special video later this evening that is going to go over the Bengals and Seahawks trade. So I will be doing that. And we got some other special segments planned, Q&As, which is a new thing that we're doing. So if you are following me on Twitter, be sure to download the Flick app. It's in the link in this description. You can submit your questions there, and we're going to do something differently. You guys saw how I kind of played the Pacman video before this. I want to take your questions. I want you guys, the New Stripe City gang, I want you guys on these videos. So what you can do is actually submit me a video question, which you recording yourself 25 to 30 seconds of whatever you want to ask me. The only thing is you have to submit it to me through Flick. There's a Flick chat. Flick chat is free. It doesn't cost you anything. There is a chat in there called Q&As. If you send them that way, you can ask me any question that you want on video. I guarantee you I will put it in here and on here, as long as it's appropriate, right? And there's no cussing or anything crazy because YouTube doesn't like that. I will make sure that I can get that answered here because everyone does mailbags and stuff like that. I don't want to just read off of, a Twitter post or something like that. I want to actually hear from you guys. And I know that you guys have always wanted to come onto the channel. This is your way of being able to come onto the channel. So like I said, download Flick Chat. There's all kind of videos. I'll actually put a promo up here so you can learn how to get Flick Chat. It's completely free. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate all the support. We officially crossed the 7,000 sub marker, but we're not stopping. We're going for 10. We need to get to 10. And then the other thing is, if you do sign up for the Flick Chat thing, there's also a way to enter into our Xbox giveaway that we're doing. So stay tuned for all of those. Be sure to like this video if you are watching. We truly appreciate that. And we also have all kind of links and stuff in our channel description. So check that out as well. But as usual, I will leave you guys with a who day, all day, every day, especially on Sunday. Welcome to the channel. Just wanted to let you guys know that we're doing an Xbox Series S giveaway. That's correct, an Xbox Series S giveaway to one lucky member on this channel. I'm going to go through the details, but please be sure to tune in. So the first thing you have to do is join the NSC Flick app, then subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and then also retweet and like this pinned tweet that I have. And once you finish that, you're going to open the Flick chat and just comment on any chat the word Xbox. And once we get to 8,000 subscribers on YouTube and 500 people on Flick, a winner will be announced. And just so y'all know, this is no cap at all. So it's a Series S. They put X, but if you look right there, it's a Series S. So we also have a partnership going on with Flick right now. You can download it from your store. You join it. It's actually really dope. What it is essentially a sports group chat that allows us to run polls. I'll be doing and going live for games in it. This will also be a platform where you can ask me questions directly and get access to exclusive content. I did an interview with EDP. I did not upload it to my channel, but it is in the Flick chat. So you'll get access to stuff like that. You'll be able to ask me questions. You'll be able to provide insight for videos and stuff like that in the future. So this is for all of the people that make up this community that really just want to come together and have kind of a comment section in the actual app. It's pretty dope. You can also access all of our podcasts from the app as well. So it's very cool. And then there's breaking news and all kind of other cool features. It's really dope. Be sure to join the NSC Flick. The link is in the description.
Gave his rookie-laden Bengals a high mark as they passed from the kindergarten of preseason to the first grade of regular league play. Cincinnati's best came in the first quarter, the first time they had the ball. Quarterback Dewey Warren and fullback Tom Smiley combined for Cincinnati's first pass completion.
Bengal founder Paul Brown fashioned this novel design, as new to the game today as the forward pass was a century ago.
Montana dragged down at the 31-yard line.
In 1996, the Bengals finished strong and finished right.
Touchdown!
Yes! You tell you what, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We got to bow to Corey Dillon.
Bulldog from the 32 with Mixon in the backfield. It's Dalton out to Mixon. He's got some room.
It's Mixon diving up and over.
We're gonna hammer home competition, preparation, and diligence in everything we do.
It's a new year, same old question. How do you stop 85?
They're looking down the field for the home run ball. It's fourth, and in a day, touchdown!